Alright, everybody. Kind of a different kind of video, but a few weeks ago we were told very heavy accusations against one of our now former experts. These accusations were followed up with a lot of proof against this person. We were told by some of this person's former friends that he allegedly was talking to underage girls, and this former expert, known as Josh or Bacon, is no longer a part of our group. And we are heavily sorry for any of this that impacted anybody within our own community or the victims that we are so sorry for and their families. As for how we found this out, Brandon was messaged first about this all, and I'll let him talk more about how he was messaged.
I was contacted by someone in our Discord named Coco. He came to me asking to speak for 5 minutes to report about one of our members being a pedophile. So I wanted to hear him out because I was curious on who it could have been. Honestly, he was the only odd person out in our group, as I haven't talked to him in several weeks. So I brought Coco and most of the other expert leads into a group together. He brought Storm, which is another ex-friend of his, and he sent us proof of it being Josh with news clippings, screenshots, and just anything under the sun that shows us that it was really him. Shock will be putting all these up eventually throughout this video to show you guys, and I'm gonna let him go into more context on the screenshots and stuff.
Yeah, so as we were still trying to figure all this out in that group chat, we were messaging one of his former exes to just confirm that the news articles were of him, which I'll show you what she sent me right around now. But it pretty much just confirms that it was his full first and last name, which we're not going to include his last name just for our safety for the experts. So we're not, quote, doxing him online. And it confirms where he was from, that all of these things were actually him. And also, he himself confirmed that these news articles were about him and that everything that you guys are seeing on screen, all the screenshots are him. That he was convicted of this, was sentenced, and that he actually did all these terrible things.
So we ended up removing Josh from the Discord and having to change all the passwords and stuff to ensure he doesn't have access to it because we still plan on continuing to make the gaming content and videos together. And once again, we are very sorry for who this has impacted in the victims of his crimes.